It's the Psychic Project. So it's Patrick Reed of the Psychic Projects because there's so many of us now. So I can't help but sort of laugh, right? At the last 5 days, it's like okay, first off, we're out there on the bleeding edge of visionary content, right? So you don't deal with just a script. We're live, and then we have the side manipulation and influence involved, and you can see how, especially with a person in my situation where my only access, well, I'm in such a kind of a bubble, and my only access to the outside world is limited to the to the internet. So if it's not delivered over the internet, I'm kind of blind. Um, and then if I get some environmental cues that match up with what's going on inside the idea and the concept that's being pushed in the side, I'll go with that because I got physical confirmation and I've got what I have in my, what you're thinking. So let me try to get this a little bit more stable. So we can. So 5 days of Super Bowls. How's that? How's Don't come back to Texas. Don't come back to California and stay east of Texas. How is it that Rex Tillerson voice is there? That's unbelievable. That's really Rex. That's pretty high up there. Thanks, Rex. Your voice is incredible and unmistakable. It's got Oprah. Can't. So it's like one. So really, I'm gonna put out an RCA root cause, right? Because I try to bring it back to a business sense. How can we avoid that? In the common sense, how can others avoid being Super Bowled out in their environment? And I try to bring up some things. I want to push out a document, and then there were some lessons learned. I thought the right to a secure person was right on point because here's what the games do, and I've only been through 3 or 4 that actually were of this scale and challenge the character and push you beyond your traditional line of thinking. Okay, so to say that I was pushed beyond my traditional line of thinking, and the right to a secure person is a lesson learned that should be pushed into the think tank. I think it's a fundamental thing that should be pushed into the think tank. There was also some other things, such as how hate can be pushed into the side, how pornography can be pushed in the side, and how these things can be looked at as, once they move to a criminal behavior, as an infection. So let's. I'm gonna put that document out later today. It'll probably, I'm gonna be totally honest, it'll probably be on Moonshot, but I'll see. I'll see because it kind of more along there, but I'll see what's going on. There's some apologies, right? The whole city of Sacramento called a sauce restaurant. I feel terrible. I feel terrible. David Robinson. Oh man. And President Obama, you're a good sport. Here's the thing. We're out there pioneering content, and we're actually developing social reforms aspects on how to judge reality from the side. And so what you saw there was the unfolding of that. I mean, going back and looking, saying, oh, there's 40,000 pounds of cocaine in the golden one, and there's saying things like cannibalism, all that. I can see how that can be sound crazy, but that's how, if it's pushed consistently with environmental cues, it really is reality, and that's what we face out here. That's what we face, and I just want to say, if you mix in drug addiction with that, that's what I went through 6 years prior to prison. That's how you can lose touch with reality. Um, yeah, I don't want to go there because chemical dependency is just something that you have to work through to evolve. But I'm definitely no longer chemically dependent. So, but it is. It was in the end, because I can smile, laugh. I can see that there's a lessons learned, that I'm going to RCA it. I'll put up a document, like I said, in a few hours, and I think there's some solid. The foundation of some solid improvements and social reforms can come from it. I'm accepting of it, and there was some actually stay east of Texas. It's like a zombie movie, right? So, I mean, that's I just have to smile about it. And now I actually know who's behind it, and I notice that they always occur on Thursday. I'm very familiar with who idea this is. I notice every Thursday night something big, and I don't always bite. And this time I just held on. It just felt so real. I really had no idea. Would I want to go through it again? I don't think so. I don't think so. I really did shed some real tears. Um, yeah. So what you have there is content that will never be replayed, and I don't think anybody will be able to. Yeah, this is just this level of content we're at is because that's what it ends up being, is revolutionary, evolutionary, visionary, and sometimes risky. Okay, and so I'll issue some apologies. It's a whole list. City of Sacramento, Starbucks. I'll issue some apologies. Okay, it's practically of the psychic projects. We're a lot of us now. So, well, it's not a lot. I think it's like four. It's four of us. I'm curious, how does that work? I wish I could see the big picture. I just see my little self. I wish I could see the big picture. One of these days, huh? Okay, it's I'll cut it off. I'll end this broadcast.